Welcome everyone. Today we're going to work on activating our pineal gland. We're going to start with a breath of fire practice, which is very energizing and activates sort of the upper chakras in the body and also brings a lot of energy and blood flow to the pineal area, which is related to the 6th and 7th chakra here. If you put your finger right here in the center of your forehead, it's really straight back, and it's directly connected with, very close to the pituitary gland. The pineal gland is said to be a place where we can really receive energy, receive light. It has to do with how we regulate hormones, how we take in light. It regulates our sleep patterns. It's a very important place in our body. And it is said that the pineal gland has a lot of calcification from different elements in our environment. Aluminum, fluoride, it can get very affected by EMFs, the 5G. So important for our sense of seeing the truth, opening up our perception to receive information, particularly for our immune system right now. So very much related to health of the immune is the health of the pineal. So today we're going to do just about a 20-minute practice to help to activate the pineal. There's a lot of nutritional things you can also do. This is just going to mostly be an energetic practice today. So we'll start with this ego eradicator, the breath of fire. And how you're going to hold your hands is by bringing all the first 4 fingers in and squeezing in tightly, and then you're going to stretch open your thumbs here. Okay, so you want to be pretty active in your hands. And then you're going to lift your arms up to about 45 degrees here. Now, it can be easy with the shoulders. If there's a lot of tension there, you might roll your shoulders a little bit like this. So you might need to sit up on a blanket. You want to have your spine straight, shoulders back, okay, and chest open. So it should feel fairly comfortable, a little bit of effort, obviously, to keep the arms out here. And then we're going to be pumping the breath. So the exhalation draws the belly in. Breathe in through the inhale. The focus is on the exhalation and the pumping of the belly in, and then you just naturally inhale. Okay, so we're going to do about a minute here. You're welcome to turn on some music if you like music for the ego eradicator, and the focus is going to be up here in the sort of pineal area, the forehead. Okay, here we go. Take a deep breath in. Keep the energy in the arms, stretch through the thumbs. Last few breaths. Exhale the breath all the way out. Open up the fingers, inhale, stretch the arms overhead and touch the thumbs. Hold the breath. Exhale, slowly let the arms down, touch the fingers to the floor. Let's see if you can feel the energy activating up here in the brain area, third eye. Starting to open up our perception. And then we'll exhale, open the eyes. I'm going to come into a child's pose here with the knees apart, feet together. Sit back, and if it's hard on your knees at all, you can put a bolster or a blanket here. And just rest yourself forward here. If you're not on a bolster, you want to have your head resting on the floor, because this is going to Bring the blood flow down into the third eye area, into the pineal, and just resting. Just focus on breathing into your back body, filling up your lungs. And then exhale, nice slow, long exhalation. Relax your jaw. Inhale, breathe all the way into the lower lobes of the lungs, into the upper lobes of the lungs. And a nice full long exhalation all the way out. Relax the jaw, open the mouth. Last one here, inhale. Exhale, breath all the way out. We'll inhale, come up onto all fours. Now you're going to take a block or a book of some kind, if you have it, place it down on your mat. Bring your hands about shoulder width apart with the creases of your wrists lined up with the front of your mat. Tuck your toes under and just soften your chest here without collapsing the ribs. So you can keep the ribs, lower ribs lifting, but the chest is soft. So shoulder blades stay on the back. Then lift your hips high to the sky. Yeah, and you can keep the knees bent to start with, and you're just going to see your block or your book, whatever you have for support. Find that right place so you can really rest your forehead here. And you'll find that with the head rested in downward dog, that the pose becomes much more cooling, and the blood flow really gets to slowly move into the brain, into the pineal. And there's a sense of resting in, slowing down. You keep breathing. This can be done as a half dog pose too. So you can come down like so on the knees if the downward dog is too much for you. And you want to stay a good minute and a half to 2 minutes. We're almost there. And then we'll inhale, walk back up onto the hands. You can move your block aside. And we'll come into a standing forward bend. So you're going to separate your feet a little wider than your hip distance. And make sure that the outer feet are parallel to each other, okay? That'll help line up the hips. And then if your hamstrings are a little on the tighter side, it's fine. You're gonna bend your knees just a little bit, okay? And then we'll take a hold of our elbows and let your head hang in this pose. This is another posture that's allowing the blood flow to move into the brain and the third eye center, pineal, pituitary. And keep relaxing your jaw with the exhalations and dropping your energy from your hips down into your feet. So you can let your weight fall a little bit forward of your heels without gripping your toes. And in the last couple of breaths, really try to let go of any tension in your head and neck. And then we'll release the hands. We're going to bend the knees and we'll come back to sitting here. And then we'll stretch the legs out in front and pull the left leg out to the side for Janu Shirshasana. Your right leg extends straight out. I'll just turn to the side here. You can see. Okay, and then we'll lift up on the inhalation, lift up tall through the chest, turn your left ribs towards the right a little bit, and then exhale, come forward. And you can just come to that first interesting place that you feel the stretch. You feel the little bit of resistance in the tissue. Okay, and if you'd like to use the block, you can continue to rest the forehead, which brings a quality of softness, of quieting of the mind. And just last few breaths here. Let the energy move into the head, into the third eye. And then we'll inhale, come on up. And we're simply going to switch to the other side. So the right leg bends out. Please sit on a blanket if your spine is rounded at all. So you want to have the spine nice and upright. Yeah, turn towards the left, and especially the right ribs, turn towards the left. Exhale, fold forward. And you can either use the block or not. Might depend on your flexibility on each side. And you'll just rest in Janu Shirshasana. So we're really balancing out the muscle tone with the connective tissue flow. Okay, so try to find that balance where you're toning just enough to keep your body in alignment, but then there's a sense of really softening and letting go into it, allowing the tissues to open up. Rest your forehead fully. Let your inner gaze, your drishti, look towards the third eye. Beautiful. And then we'll inhale, come on up. And exhale, we're going to come into child's pose again. Balasana. And just come back and rest here. And we'll inhale, come on back up to sitting. We're going to finish with a few minutes of meditation. So find a comfortable seat. If you need to sit up on a blanket or cushion, please do. And we'll close the eyes. And once again, let your gaze move up towards the third eye center. Notice the mind wanting to distract you from that area. It's okay. You're just going to keep coming back to focusing on the third eye. Inhaling. And a slow exhalation. Relaxing the jaw. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do a little Nadi Shodhana here to finish our practice. So we're going to fold in the middle finger and the index finger. You'll use your thumb and your ring finger, and your pinky can just open up. So we use the right hand. I'm going to take a big breath in, and then we're going to close off the left nostril and breathe out through the right. Breathe back in through the right. Close off the left, breathe out through the left. Breathe in through the left, close off the left. So that's the rhythm. And you guys can obviously just follow me. I'll guide you through it. And take a deep breath in. Close the left, breathe out through the right. Inhale through the right. Pause with your awareness right here in your third eye. Exhale through the left. Inhale left. Pause as your attention passes through the third eye. Exhale through the right. Inhale, big breath, drawing in through the right. Exhale over to the left. Our last one here, inhale through the left. Pause here for a moment. Exhale right. Release your hands. Inhale through both nostrils. Exhale. Just visualize this center in your body just opening and receiving the information necessary for your body, for your immune system. We'll bring the hands to the heart, sealing in our practice together today. Bring your thumbs to your third eye. Take a moment of gratitude here and exhale.